Have I been live this whole time? Oh, whatever. Hello! Apparently I had the music on and my mic on and whatever. Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday. How's everyone doing today? Got all my lights on? Yeah. Somebody asked me to go early. I can't remember who. I said, why not? Because I had nothing else to do. Yeah, wait, I exactly did that. I muted myself. So normally when I go live, I have the music muted and my mic muted. So that way. But today I forgot to push the button. So, turn this on. There we go. Cool. Okay. So according to the poll, 92% of you wanted me to go early, to start early, and the other 9% also wanted me to start early. So we're starting early because we have a little bit of some extra stuff we have to discuss in regards to a certain printer company. So let me pull that up too. Also, I don't know what's going on with this computer. Every time I reboot this computer, like my icons just go blah everywhere. I don't know why. So let me pull up the thing here. Let me pull up the thing here. So while I'm doing that, hello everyone. It is Thursday. Happy Turkey Day to my American compatriots. I am not a Yank, so I think I'm going out with the family to go get pizza later today because it's Thursday. We had Thanksgiving in October. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the Bambu P1 today. This stream is going to be a little makeup stream because I would normally do this kind of thing on the Friday print and chill stream, but there will not be a Saturday stream this weekend. So why not? We'll unbox this now. Also, everyone else has already unboxed it, so I might as well, you know, do it before everyone else has unboxed it because yeah, you got to get those internet points for being the first one to do it. And if you're not, who cares? So I guess nobody's watching, so I can say whatever I want. Purple Monkey Dishwasher. So yes, we will be unboxing this. It's the Bambu Lab P1. It's you take a Bambu X1, when it's going down the factory line and they're putting everything on it, you just grab it off the factory line before they put everything on it and you put it in a box and you sell it at a discounted price. That inherently is not a bad thing. However, what is a bad thing is Bambu Lab's network security. Geez. So if you currently have a Bambu Lab printer, I am not a network guy. I type things, magic pixies happen in the walls and stuff happens. That is computers to me, okay? But if I'm reading this correctly, if I can pull up that, where'd the tweet go? Where'd the tweet go? I can't find the tweet. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's the tweet. Okay, but if I'm reading this correctly, basically if you have a Bambu Lab printer, I currently highly recommend you disconnect it from your home network, and if you use your password for your Bambu Lab account, if that username and password matches anything else, change it, because it looks like I will link the actual article here in chat. Bambu is aware of this. They're looking into it. From my understanding, this is a pretty like baby level network security flaw that shouldn't exist, talking to a few others. But basically, if you don't know how a Bambu printer works, it's not like my Clipper printers, okay? My printers with Clipper, or if you're running Octoprint normally, that's within your home network, okay? So this printer connects to my router, which connects to every printer on my internet, or on my home intranet, okay? So on my network at home. I cannot access this printer from outside of connecting to my home router. The Bambu Lab printer is different. It connects to the cloud. And the cloud is a server randomly in the world, depending on where you are. So when I control this printer from the Bambu Lab app on my desktop, this talks to the cloud, which talks to the app. And the app talks to the cloud, which talks to the printer. This does not talk directly with my computer. It goes through the cloud, where magical things happen and unencrypted information travels freely. So apparently, pretty much everything that went from this printer to the cloud and back down is just open, FTP, whatever. Read the article if you're more into the tech stuff of it. But that's a pretty big security hole to have basically everything unencrypted. So what that means, Hi, do you work for a company that, you know, does super secret things or was printing stuff that is not released yet? Who knows? Is it secure? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. Also your passwords. For like most of us, that's probably the thing you're gonna be worried about, passwords. Now, does that mean it's been stolen? No, I have no idea. For all I know, nothing has happened, and this is just, you know, the door is open, but nobody's walked through the door. But in the meantime, because I'm hoping now that people are aware of this, and Bambu is aware of this because people are bitching at him. Although apparently somebody tried to contact him a while ago about it and nothing has happened. So now it's public. So now everyone's talking about it. Hopefully they patch it relatively quickly. It should be a relatively easy fix if I'm reading it correctly. In the meantime, we're going to be operating our Bambu printers in dumb caveman mode with SD cards, like it's 2012 again. Okay, somebody donated something at the beginning of my little rant there, and I missed it. Gary gifted 1 community membership. Thank you, Gary. So yeah, so read the article if you haven't read the article. It's not going to, I am not a network security guy. Believe me, I am not. I use the same password as my luggage on everything. So I run, you know, my antivirus is my brain and Windows security, plus a few other things. But we're gonna still go through this unboxing. Basically, that whole, you know, hole in the network thing doesn't affect how this printer performs, okay? So we're gonna take a look at this printer, we're gonna unbox it, we'll use the SD card, we'll use the app, we're just not gonna connect it to the cloud. Simple as that, and I won't connect it until it's fixed. This printer, one, it's off right now, but before I turned it off, I disconnected from my home network. So basically, these printers will run in dumb caveman mode, no problem. It's just if you want to get webcam, monitoring, anything like that, you need to connect it to the cloud, updates, that kind of thing. So read the article. It goes a little bit more into it, but basically there's a whole bunch of things. I really pared it down to try and make it, you know, as simple as possible, but is what it is. So while I'm opening this up, this printer will be on sale. I don't know when exactly, soon. Go check the Bambu site. They're saying that it should be shipping early next year. So, or you should be getting it early next year if you purchase one. What this printer is the lower cost version of the X1. The X1 Carbon is a higher tier one. Then you have the X1, and now this is the entry level. This basically has the things that you really don't need for it to actually be a functional printer not on the printer. So what that means, you got no enclosure, no camera, no LiDAR, a few other things. You don't have the light. There's a few other random things, but basically anything that you really don't need to make the X1 a functional printer, this doesn't have. They are optional upgrades though. What you do get is the speed and the performance. So you do technically lose ever so slight amount of performance because you don't have the massive part cooling fan blowing on it like a leaf blower. So you do lose a little bit of cooling performance, but in terms of mechanical performance, how fast it can move in the X, Y, and Z, that remains unchanged. You also get a more simplified screen. People who care about touchscreens on 3D printers, why? I really don't care about the screen. Honestly, if I could save $10 on a printer and get a dot matrix display, I would. I really don't care about screens on printers. They are not a selling feature to me. So I've seen some people like, oh, it's got a lower quality screen. It's still gonna make the plastic boat exactly the same as it did before. And let's be honest, you're controlling it with the app anyways. Unless, you know, the app is a security hole. So, there's that. Also, hey, if you haven't had the chance, every stream we give away a spool filament from Polymaker. This stream, well, it's different. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the description. We do a draw at the end of every stream. And also, hey, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, there's links in the description as well. If you want to purchase some Polymaker filament, there's an affiliate link, along with affiliate links to other websites. If you do want to help support the channel in other ways, consider becoming a channel member or Patreon supporter. Get access to a super secret room in the Discord that nobody knows about unless you're a member, and also the monthly members only live streams. Okay, and did I miss another thing? Joel and Jim got the camera with it. Yeah, I think a few people, I don't know. They say you can get this ready in 15 minutes. We'll see, because, you know, I tend to talk a lot. But we'll go through this. What we get is what we get. I will say, I don't know if I can do the overhead view. Messy floor edition. There we go, you can see my messy floor. Okay. So I will say their packaging is pretty on point. if the X1 packaging was pretty on point. Okay, so they got little markers here on the thing. I don't know if you can see it, but basically it says hold the bag. They got these taped up corners. You hold it, and pull it out of the box. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What else we have in the box? I've got a box in my box, and we got more foam pad and cardboard. I'm gonna save this stuff. I don't know what, I'm gonna make a bed. I'm gonna make a little survival mattress out of that. I don't know, I'll figure something out. Another box that I'm gonna have to throw out, add it to the pile. But yeah, so Bambu is really good with their packaging. The printer shipped well. There we go. Hey, melting SP. Yeah, apparently the first batch get extras. We're not gonna put any extras on it. We're gonna put it bare bones today. Okay, so what do we got here? So on the top piece of cardboard, we got the quick start guide. Bambu P1P. They even used the tape that peels off paper without it damaging it. Quick start guide. Safety notice. Do not connect power until assembly is complete. So this is a USB charging port built in. Ooh, that's nice. I'll try and hook a camera up to it, see if it's recognized. Zip ties. Okay, so we'll go through that as we put it together. And then while I'm taking this bag off, how would you like that smash button? It's been a while. Sometimes it doesn't work. You may want to... Wow, it really is. Okay, you may want to double check that it's working. Because sometimes it just doesn't register. So if everyone could just hit that smash button. Yeah. So I'm going to have to go back and compare the packaging from the X1. But I feel the X1 interior packaging was a little bit more robust. But initial impressions. Holy shit, it's the exact same machine with the panels off. This is literally just the frame. This is like, I know it's advertised as no enclosure, but this is straight up the bare frame that's under the panels of this guy. Stamped sheet metal. The same black frame? Yeah, it's the same black frame. Same frame. Yep. New plastic up top here. Yeah, both plastic. Slightly different dimension too. So, actually, let me check here. That rides on. Yeah, that is the same. Okay, so it looks like the door is not the same because that is that. So this top piece here. I don't know where my scale go. No, I do have it in my pocket. Okay, so this top piece here is, what is that? 2'5", 2 inches. Okay, so the door is different. So the door from this is not compatible with this. If for whatever reason you had a spare X1 door, different door. Let's get this box out. That out. That out. It's a lot lighter. It doesn't have the panels, which, if I'm thinking correctly, this will be quieter because this makes a lot of resonant noise. The panels don't resonate if you don't put the panels on the machine. So there's that. Okay, on the back, we've got the back. Power inlet, I think it's the same. P1P, 100 to 250, 240 volts, 5 amp. It's only 5 amps. So I'm assuming it's a, again, a mains power bed. We've got, I don't know if you can see it, little sticker here, output 5 volt, 1.5 amp. I'm really curious if that is straight up only a power outlet, because it's hard to say. Can't really have to peel it back. Yeah, screw it. We're just gonna peel this back. Oh, okay. So let's take a look here. They said I could do what I want with it. There is a UFL connector, or yeah, so there's your Wi-Fi antenna. 4 pins are wired. Maybe we actually do have data on that. I don't know. Yeah. So we do have data, or maybe we do have data on that. I don't know. What else do we got back here? We got a port there. We got another port there. We got 2 ports, 3 ports. Maybe we could plug some stuff in there. There's a button. Cool. So there's that. Well, it doesn't say camera. It just says power out. It doesn't say anything but just output 5 volt, 1.5 amp. So there's that. There's a little PCB underneath. I think that's just a light. You got, it really is just the cables are just there. Now, granted, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that this is an X1 without just like the stuff on it, because if you're printing PLA and PETG primarily, the enclosure is a detriment because you're getting less cooling and you're getting more noise. The LiDAR, I turned it off. I don't use the LiDAR at all. It adds like an extra 5 minutes to the start of a print with all the measuring and whatnot. And honestly, I can't tell the difference with it on or off. So the LiDAR, who cares? But that's just me. So you're basically getting the bare bones that you need to have a good printer. And you know, the X1 is not a bad printer, so. Motors, I think, are the same. It's hard to say. Yeah, everything looks the same there. We've got one less ribbon cable. So on the X1, the wires that come up here, on the X1, there's a ribbon cable in there. On this one, there is no ribbon cable. We do have right here a little protector. Yeah, they got this little thing that just kind of protects the edge because you're going to be riding this over it. And we don't have the drag chain. They didn't put the drag chain in this, so there's no drag chain. So you're relying on the PTFE to guide everything. So let's get this set up here. So let's get this set up. $700. If you want to know more about the printer, links in the description. But functionally, expect mechanically the exact same performance as the X1. Okay, so we got to cut some zip ties. So we've cut the zip ties. There's some cardboard around the tool head. We'll get rid of that. Okay, XY movement seems the same. Is the tool head the same? I think the tool head's pretty much the same. Got a little piece of plastic on it. I don't know what it does, but that's off. That looks pretty damn near the same. So the front, again, is held on with magnets. That looks pretty much the same. It would make sense for them to have one skew. There is no LiDAR, obviously. And I don't know where the LiDAR mounts exactly. Mounts up underneath. So yeah, it does have the mounting holes underneath for it. And I don't know how the LiDAR connects. Let me... Yeah, so the LiDAR connects up into here. Is there wires in there? I'm trying to... I don't know how the LiDAR connects. But this is all different. This is different. But I have a different board here because they sent me a new board to replace mine because apparently mine has a defect. Oh, jeez. What's this? Okay, that's the hot end. Yeah, I ain't gonna fiddle with this unless it breaks. So yeah, the boards are different, it looks like. I don't know. I don't know. And it's held on with magnets, so that's good. I will say it is nice to be able to reach around the printer and actually do stuff without everything on the side being in the way. Reduce ghosting with less weight. Doesn't matter. It's got input shaper. Who cares about weight? Okay. So spool holder and assembly. So we got to put the spool holder on the back. But before we put the spool holder on the back, let's open it up and see what's inside. So it's saying the spool holder goes on the back. We have to take a screw out for that, but we're going to take out more screws and we're going to take a look inside the printer. So because let's be honest, I mean, I could just, you know, turn it on, print the default benchy, pick another random model, print that in the white PLA it comes with and call it a day. Where's the fun in that? Use my LTT store screwdriver for this. Oh, and for those curious, I didn't say the disclosure at the beginning of the stream. Oh no. About like 2 weeks ago, they sent me an email. Hey, we're coming out with the P1P. You want one? I'm like, sure. Your address, did it change? No. Okay, we'll send you one. Do what you want with it. That's basically it. Words and opinions are my own. Blah, 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 blah. You know the YouTube spiel. They haven't paid me. I'm saying what I want to. Oh, warranty void if removed. Cool. Let's remove that sticker so we don't void the warranty. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, that's a long screw. You're an important screw. You stay there. So as far as I'm looking at, the only thing new is this back panel. Because I think the back panel, if I remember correctly, on the X1 covers the whole back. So, okay, so as far as I know, I think the only thing that's actually like legit new on this is this back panel. Back panel. Controller board looks the same. So that controller board, this is different. I think this used to be like a dark plastic, now it's clear. Controller board looks the same, I believe. You do have two open ports right there. I don't know for sure. You got an XT60 or XT30 for connecting the power supply. I believe it's a mains bed. Don't quote me on that. Stepper motor for the Z, if you want to know. Now you know. Yeah, I don't know. That looks pretty standard to me. You do have the AMS hookup. You can hook up the AMS. Yeah, internals look the same. But it kind of makes sense. Like, if you're trying to make a budget version of an existing printer, why would you go through all the hassle of retooling things when you could just reuse it? It's kind of like where you see auto manufacturers now, where they'll put all the features in a car and then you pay to unlock them, because it just makes more sense on the assembly line just to put it in everything. Now, I'm of the personal opinion, if you're putting in everything, everything should have it. But this is a good example of that, where you know, okay, we'll just make a new back panel, we'll take the sides off and, you know, sell it as is. The 220 version consumes one. So the bed just heats up a little quicker on the 220 volt. Okay. I don't know. It's not a huge deal in my opinion, but it is something. Oop. Okay, so where that goes there, that goes there. Okay. Why does this one have a stupid long screw? Oh, because that screw just goes into there. I shouldn't have taken this screw off at all. There we go. Okay. But yeah, that's that. If you want to look underneath. Oops. All right. Same underneath. You got the belted. It's one belt or one motor for all the Z, and it's a big long belt with a tensioner. Belt's got good tension. Yeah, it looks fine. Underneath the hood's the same. Okay. What's so special about it? It solves world hunger. Okay. So we got different types of screws here. So some of these screws go into metal and some of them go into plastic. Where are my plastic screws? That's the plastic screw down there, and those are the plastic screws there. Okay. How many different size screws do we got in here? Okay, so that's for that. So many screws. Well, here's the thing. It's thin sheet metal. You kind of want a bunch of screws. Otherwise, you get resonating. You get it's sloppy, and you don't want it to be sloppy. So this does support the AMS. So if you want to do multicolor prints, you can still do that. If you want to get easy internet points and do multicolor prints, there you go. But you're not going to be doing any real enclosed. Now, you do have files though for that. Now I have the file. They sent it to me. I'm assuming it'll be public afterwards. But you can download files to be able to print panels for this. And I have a nice spool of translucent orange PETG that I'll be printing with. Because you know what? I don't have a translucent orange printer. So I want one. Okay. I put a screw in a spot where I wasn't supposed to put a screw because I don't have a screw there. I think it's this one. And I'm missing a screw there. How am I missing so many screws? I didn't drop that many. I didn't drop any this time. I actually did it right. Oh well. Missing a screw down there. Go Gadget random M3 screw. I have one somewhere. There we go. Random M3 screw. Good enough. Okay. So that is that. What's next on this manual? Okay. Let's put on... What do we got in here? What do we got in here? Oh, these are the bonus goodies. We're not going to look at those yet. Okay, we got white PLA, cool, don't care. We've got for a printed phone holder. Cool. Some spare PTFE. Oop. Disclaimer. Here's the screen. Got that. Power cable. For printed LED holder. Cool. I'm not going to use the power cable just because I already have one over here, but hey, it's a power cable. You got a million of them. There. Where's my spool holder? There's my spool holder. Okay. Okay, I must have lost screws because yeah, I totally lost a screw. Oops. Screw is a screw is a screw is a screw, right? Right? Right. Left. Should be a bag of screws. Yeah. Somewhere. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, whatever. There we go. Okay. Spool holder. Sweet. Okay. So those screws come out, put the spool holder on. There's a little clip for scraper. Oh, PTFE tube anchor. Well, there's nothing up here, so if that broke something. If they designed it in a way where if you accidentally put a extra screw in somewhere, and it breaks your printer, why are you taking design cues from Apple? Like, why are you taking design cues from Apple? So these are nice because these have shoulder bolts on it. So that means you can screw them tight, but it still rotates. There you go. So that pivots, it does the funky chicken dance. This goes into there, I'm assuming. I mean, it makes sense. Cool. This goes into the toolhead, I guess. Makes sense. Okay, connect. Okay, Allen key H2. Remove 3 screws. Cool. Ooh, they give you an Allen key. Let's use the Allen key that came with. So we got a bolt here. Now they ship it with the bed bolted down for shipping, which makes sense. Safer. Warranty is now void. That's okay. It's a 3D printer. They're all the same parts, unless it's, you know, one of these that doesn't have all the same parts. So we got some long boy screws, and unfortunately you can't reuse them because they're plastic screws. So you can't really put them in anything else. Well, unless you need plastic screws. It does come with a PEI flex plate. It does not come with a spare though. You only get the one. Is the bed the same? Bed's the same. Okay, so we did that. And now we gotta mount the screen on. So let's take our screen. Disconnect. bottom here. It comes with an SD card. It already has an SD card in it. Okay, so this plugs into that. So unfortunately, I'm pretty sure you're only using this screen with this. A little bit of force to put it in there, but it does click in once in. If you were hoping to use this screen for something else, because I think that is a kind of a nice screen for a 3D printer. It's a nice simple screen. You got okay. It's not iPod scroll wheel, but pause, go back. Okay, it's a nice screen. Okay, so we've done that. We've done that. That's connected. Download the app. We're not doing that right now. Connect the printer to power. Follow the instructions on the screen until getting to the page shown on the right side. Okay. Light it up. Okay. And if we get sparks, clip it for content. For your use, make sure that you fully read the manual. For your use, make sure that you have removed the screws and fixed the hotbed. Yep. Where am I? I am in North America. Scan the QR code. Nope. Set up later. Terms and conditions. I agree. We request your help to improve everyone's printing. Scan the QR code. Skip. Self-test. Wait 3. Before use, let's run the self-test routine to check the status of your printer. Start. Self-testing. Oh, the bed's going up. This is different. So this whole bottom plate here is different than the bottom plate. It's doing its usual thing. This bottom plate here is different than this one. This is gray, this is black. It still has the mount holes for the door, but it doesn't have anything at the top. So if it's got the mount holes here for the bottom. So this whole bottom plate is the same as on the X1, but the top here is different. So you're not going to be able to put a door on here without like a separate like shim plate that goes across here or something. That's different. Remove the foam at the back. I did remove the foam at the back. They're L-shaped foam. It's doing the thing. Now, somebody thought that this thing can't home because it doesn't have LiDAR. No, it's got sensors in the bed. It's got a load sensor in the bed. That's how it homes. So it touches the bed, and when it touches the bed, the sensors pick it up that something's touching the bed. There's a sensor in each corner. How do I know that? One of them on my X1 is broken, and it yells at me, but I ignore it. Also, on here, let me play you the song of my people. On the X1, there's a little sticker here for calibrating the LiDAR. It doesn't have the sticker, but it still has the plastic part. So I don't know if you'll be able to buy the LiDAR as an upgrade at some point. I don't know. But this doesn't have LiDAR. You cannot? Okay. Has anyone actually tried? Or is that just not an option, so people are assuming you can't? It also doesn't have a hardened nozzle, but it's the same nozzle setup. Ow, motherfucker! Okay, so it comes with the acupuncture needle. Oh, I stabbed it right down my finger. That fucking hurt. I know it doesn't have a LiDAR. They call it LiDAR, but it's not real LiDAR. Well, fucker, that hurt. Okay, so if your palette of things has something like this, don't go to pick it up like this, because there's an acupuncture needle right here, and it'll stab right down your finger. So does anyone use these bloody acupuncture needles? Like, I throw them in the garbage. Like, I've never used one ever, and all I do is stab myself with them. Garbage. Ah, that hurt. Okay, what else do we got? We got a squeegee. You got an extra 0.4 nozzle assembly, because remember, this uses a like an all-in-one nozzle assembly. Use them all the time. How are you clogging your printer up that much? I can't remember the last time I had a clog. Some screws. Oh, those are the screws I'm supposed to use. For extruder, some extra screws. Cool. So you get some extra stuff and some grease and whatnot. Cool. Neat. For hot end, oh, an extra clip. Yep. Let's read the warranty leaflet. Okay, that's all in Chinese. The product purchased in Australia complied with the Bambu Lab product in Australia consumer law hereafter. I'm not in Australia. Cool. Okay. I don't think we're going to be dealing with warranty. FCC rules with radiation exposure. Woo, nice. In the garbage. Are you done yet? Self-test is complete. Your printer is ready. Enjoy printing. It's got a little smiley face. Wait. Oh, cool. I like this screen. Finish. It's a nice screen. Okay. So, what do we got here? So there's your Wi-Fi. So these are the models we got. We got a Benchy, a Dino, spools, bed scraper, burr puzzle, fan support, something, sticking organizer, cool, outer diameter gauge, cool. Let's print something. There's your movements. So if I want a home, where's home? Home now, yes. So it's going to take a minute here to kind of get used to the control interface, because this isn't like Marlin or Clipper interface. This is their own thing. Oh, it's doing the whole thing. Okay, cool. Am I happy with Max 1? I use it sometimes. I use it more times sometimes. It depends. It's not a perfect printer. Like, there are people that seem to think the Bambu printer is like the second coming of the Prusa Mark II, and every other printer should be thrown in the garbage. It's not. It's an okay printer. It has some downsides. It prints too fast, in my opinion, because it causes defects in your prints. I'm currently working on a funnel or a dust collector for my Robo CNC, and so I catted one up and I printed it on that machine, and it was fine. And then I did a few revisions, and then I printed the next revision on the X1, because I wanted it in ABS and or a different type of filament. And yeah, the hole sizes aren't the same. It doesn't fit as good, and there's more issues with the print because of printing at high speed. It's not a perfect printer. It's a better printer when you print it slower than the default profile. Okay, so I can move it around. Cool. No, I don't want it home. Back. Oh, you gotta hit back to go back. Okay. Home, ready to print. I don't want to print. Stop. It says ready to print. What are we doing? What are we doing? Error EMS. Cool. Hey guys. Broken. Oh, ready to print. Cool. Let's get some filament. That's glass filled. Can't use that. I need some filament. I need some filament. I need some filament. I need some filament. Hey, 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 hey. Polylight PLA Pro. See this spool of Polymaker filament? If you want to win one yourself, we give away a spool every stream. Link in the description. Also, if you want to purchase a spool of filament from Polymaker, and help support the channel with no extra cost to yourself. There's affiliate links as well in the description. Okay, so let's use that. Okay. So let's see. So we're not doing any of that. Insert filament in P2F2. Keep pushing the filament until it cannot move forward. Cool. Then select the file to start the print. Oh, 2. Select that. And then heat the nozzle to the recommended temperature. Okay, so let's heat the nozzle. You gotta manually heat it? You gotta manually heat it, okay. We're gonna heat that up. So we're gonna heat that up. Black Friday deals, cool, go check them out. Okay, we need something to print. We got some red filament in here. I haven't printed a Chelsea model in a while. Let's see what Chelsea's been up to. Oh, does this need support? This might not need support. Does this look like, oh no, the ears need support. Chelsea, you gotta do more models that don't need support. Or do we just say YOLO and see how Bambu handles support? Yeah, let's just YOLO it and see how Bambu handles support. I like that model. That's a cute model. Yeah, let's do that. YOLO model. Oh yeah, log in. God, you need that with things. Did I turn on two-factor? I did turn on two-factor. Where's the freaking... Give me my stupid code. Seriously? Did it go to spam? Ooh! Ooh! Is this actually real? No, it's not. Dang it. I almost got the chance to torture you guys with a sponsorship. Socials. Thanks, there it is. Okay. How's the Pixel? It's a Pixel 6. I don't know. I like it. It's a phone. I don't care. It's a phone. I am not a phone snob. I just don't like Apple phones. Extract all. Extract. Okay, so there we go. Close that. Okay, so let's go to close up, and I should be able. Okay. Oh, okay. So I've got nothing on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so it does extrude. Cool. Cool. Back. Is there a way to do cooling? Like, is there a way to turn it off? Back. That's fan off. That's light off. Where's just turn off? Okay, I guess I gotta tell it to go to room temperature, I guess. Oh, pause? There's no way to tell it to just turn off. There's like no cool button. They need to add a cool button. Stop. Error EMF. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Okay. So I do have an SD card in here. It comes with a completely no-name brand SD card. So we got recorder, we got model. So these are some default G codes. Logger, I don't know what this is. What is this? Cool. These files are from 1980. Firmware. Cool. What's this? I don't know. Amped. Go home, heater, bed. Cool. I don't know what any of this is. Okay. Loads. Ginger baby dragon. There we go. Okay. So we are going to tell it is generic PLA. Because I don't think oh, they do have Polylite in here. Cool. So that's Polylite PLA. Cool. Support. Enable support. Normal. Okay. System presets, bamboo carbon. So we don't have a bamboo carbon. So I don't know if I need to update this or not. We're just going to YOLO it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I did get an email from them about it. I think I got to download a new version, but I really don't want to right now because of things we discussed at the beginning of the live stream. So we're just going to go with their default profile. PLA Pro prints a little bit hotter. Okay, I'll bump the temp up a little bit if I need to. So let's see how it handles that extra support. Okay, so we're going to export slice file, and we're going to save that to there. Save. Okay. Unplug that. Plug that in. Okay. Ginger baby dragon. So this is a 3-hour and 51-minute print. So it's not going to finish on stream. Error. Oh. Unzipped 3MF. Error. HMS error. Why are you giving me HMS errors? HMS error 030. Unzip 3MF. Error. Okay, let's try something here. Am I using snug support? I don't know. It's default settings. I just turned on support. Enable support. These are the settings. Ready to print. Okay. Baby dragon. Okay, there we go. Print. Unzip 3MF. It's just saying unzip 3MF. While it's doing that, let me go download their new version because I think it might be an issue. Where is email? Nope, not that. It's just saying unzip 3MF. That's the same version I have installed, I think. File. Oh, okay, now it's printing. It's heating the bed up to 35 Celsius. Okay. Took a minute there. Yeah, I probably could export it as G-code, but that's the default setting. And most people use defaults. Lychee having a new V5 slicer right now can swap between FDM. So if I'm not mistaken, you have to pay for Lychee. So how much better is it than free Prusa Slicer or Super Slicer? Hey, the porn bots are here. Be gone, thought. Report. Unwanted commercial content or spam. Goodbye. There's a free version. Yeah, and it's got ads in it. You gotta wait to slice. It's annoying as hell. Okay, so it's doing the purge. Let's slide you back a little bit. Ooh, it smells like popcorn. And I knew this spool of Bambu PLA Basic would come in handy one day. Let that get going. While that's heating up, while the oven's cooking, let's see what we also got. So it comes included with the camera, which connects via ribbon cable. Cool. We got some more 3M adhesives. We got some screws. I've got the, when you want to do a speed benchy fan, and the LED light strips, which are literally just a LED light strip. You buy this yourself and just plug it in. What's the voltage on this? Probably 24 volts, I'm assuming. Cool. Camera's nice. I think it's a lower resolution camera though. That's a little low. Let me get a... Oh, the accessory box will come in handy. So these are all optional. That's why they're not on the printer right now, because they are optional. There we go. Lower res and stills only. Ooh. I should have grabbed a... Well, here's... I don't have it connected to the app. I was just going to go grab a camera and plug it in because it's got a USB. If they were smart, they would allow any camera to plug in over USB, but I don't know how much processing power that takes with their MCU. I don't know if their MCU can handle it or if it needs like a special camera that has like a built-in encoder or something. I don't know. Because it does have a 5-volt USB plug there. So. Like, let's be honest, unless you're like one of the people that just, you know, take pictures of your print for social media for internet points, your camera's just monitoring your print, right? You need to be able to look at it. Is it spaghetti? Yes, no. No? Okay, keep printing. And if you're like, again, take pictures of your prints for internet points, you probably have a much better camera for that kind of thing. So I'm really not a huge fan of like spending a crazy amount of money on a camera to monitor your printer, because even the best webcam is not going to be a great camera. So just get whatever webcam you can get that's good enough to see if you're printing spaghetti or not, and just buy it cheap. Don't buy an expensive web camera, because either buy a GoPro or a proper camera, or buy something that's just cheap enough to tell you if you're making spaghetti. There's, in my opinion, it's no point in going the middle ground. I've got no water. I'll be back in a second. I need to go get some water. You guys can watch it do its thing. I'll be back in a second. There we go. I'm back. And I'm just realizing that's PI. There we go. There you go. We'll heat the bed up just a little bit. Okay, so fun fact about a bamboo. Can you adjust the bed offset? I don't know. I don't think you can. As far as I'm aware, there is no way to live adjust Z with this thing. So your Z is your Z. That's kind of hit and miss sometimes, I'll admit. Can only do it in the slicer. Ugh, that's annoying. Yeah, everything else looks the same. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, this is an X1 with half the stuff on it and a lower cost screen. So, C270s are back to 2018 prices. That's good. How many people do we got in here? Oh my God, we almost have 500 people in here. Hi, everyone. If you haven't said hi yet, hit hi. Say hi. Because remember, if you do not engage with chat and somebody gifts memberships, you don't get them. You have to engage. You have to be active on YouTube if you want those memberships from the generous people. So also it helps my numbers. So make sure you like that smash button too. I'm totally doing the thing that YouTubers do. Ring the bell. Do that. I haven't said that in a while. Go ring the bell. I'm only like the 18th person to unbox one of these, so I'm kind of happy we have this many people here. So hi everyone. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Hey, we just hit 40,000 subs. Yay! High five! Yay! Put wall, top hat. Oh yeah, if you enclose this, you'll probably get the same ABS like performance for ABS as you would any other printer. Like, let's be honest, if you wanted to print ABS on this, just throw some cardboard on it. Just like literally throw the box the printer came in over top of it. You want to print ABS, like here. Okay, you ready? Somebody clip this. Wait, let me prep this, okay? Let me prep this. Oh, ah shit. I unplugged the printer. Does it have power loss? I unplugged the printer, moving it. I seriously just unplugged it. John gifted 5 community memberships. Thanks, John. Okay, I don't think I can, shit. Okay, well, we're gonna have to start over. Damn it. Shit. Well, that's annoying. The power cable that, there, let me move that there. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna let that warm up again. Because it doesn't have resume, unfortunately. Which isn't really a huge deal, but let's be honest. I will say the PLA was sticking pretty good though. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of power resume. I literally think it's pretty much wasted, because if the power is only out for such a short amount of time that your bed stays hot and the print doesn't, you know, fall off the bed, then get a UPS. Either get a UPS or don't bother, is my opinion with power supplies. or with power resume. There we go. I'm going to reslice it. Change the setting. 1 second here. BBL does Brazilian butt lifts. Okay, so repair. We got that. Polylight. Okay, so cool plate. Textured PI plate. Okay. Basic. Where's my temperature? 55. Yeah. Yeah. Shut up. Shut up. So that was going to drop anyways. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Shut up. Cool. There's that. Slice. Now, can you export it as G-code? Thomas gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. It's a cool plate. Yeah, whatever. Export. Yeah, I can't export it as anything but a 3MF. It looks like. Oh well, it is what it is. Also, the downside of this way, you can't tell it to not do the whole time-consuming stuff. Like it's gonna do it, I think. Okay. Oh, no, back. Go to the right menu. Go all the way down to the bottom. Baby Dragon, print. There we go. Cool. Am I using Suck support? I don't know. It's whatever the default setting is for support. These are my options right here. Yeah, there. There are the options I have for supports. I don't see Snug anywhere. Type normal, hybrid, or tree. Those are my options. Yo, default. So we'll wait for this to start printing again. And then I'll make a funny internet meme video. It's not Cura, it's Bamboo Slicer. What time are we at anyways? 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna stream till 5. For those curious, we're gonna stream till 5 o'clock. Because I'm hungry and I want pizza. So does it? Yeah, it has the knife. It's got the little cutty thing there. Hopefully I didn't break anything by cutting that filament. We'll find out. So doesn't have the camera, doesn't have the part cooling fan, doesn't have the drag chain. They just got this, which is fine. I don't think it has the filter in the back. It's got the little cutout for it though. But there's nothing in there. There's just a hole. Honestly, they really should have put something on here, because like I'm all for the industrial look, but legit, this is just the stamped sheet metal that has all the holes for the panels on it, in it. Like this is literally, if you know Bugs Bunny's working on the assembly line, he's grabbing this off before it reaches the panels. So functionally it's the same, but it really does look and feel like a half-finished printer, because it is. This is literally this, but taken off the assembly line with a new screen. So yeah, not saying that's a bad thing, But in terms of like what this printer is, it's half a Bambu. It's half of an X1. That's different. Okay, so for some reason on this one, they have screws down here. On my X1 doesn't have screws. So yeah, I have the files to print the sides. How can you? Let me download them here. Basic side panel. Bambu Lab edition, sure. What? Armor mod plate. Okay. Oh, okay. Those are the good ones. They sent me a file of stuff I'm not supposed to make public. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, can I download? How do I download? Download. They come out. So here's the problem with Bambu. Here's the problem that Bambu is in right now. This printer is all custom. This bed is custom. This frame is custom. The tooling to make everything on this machine is custom. Also, they use rods and bearings. Rods and bearings are fine at this size. Rods and bearings do not scale to 350. You get droop in the middle. And also, there's flex. One of the reasons they went with the carbon fiber on the X is because they use the nozzle as a direct probe. The sensor is in the bed, but the nozzle hitting the bed is what triggers it. If your gantry is too big and there is flex, how much force that will take that nozzle to push into the bed to cause the sensors to trigger will be different in the middle of the bed than it will on the outside, because how it'll be more springy in the middle. Scaling this up to 350 would require a complete redesign, in my opinion, to do it right, and would require as much investment as they took to put into this machine, because they're going to have to need all new tooling and all new components for everything. Nothing except for the controller board and the screen and the tool head would be cross compatible, and XY joints and motors maybe, but the actual thing would require an entire redesign. So yeah, this printer is this printer. I don't think you'll be seeing a large version of this anytime soon. Okay. Hey, look, here's the panels. Does that fit? Yeah, 233 tall. Well, I'm gonna print these in I got, where is it here? I picked this up at Earth there. Bad place to be when they go belly up. I don't think they will. They've got enough investment and enough people are buying them. But this was an expense. As somebody who worked in the injection molding industry, building injection molding tools for 7 years, I don't want to know how much they spent developing this machine and all the tooling to build it. It's a lot of money. I really want to know what their profit margin is on the machine. But they have investors. It makes sense. They're ex-DJI. So that means it's good because it gives them some time to, you know, turn around or turn a penny. So I've got this nice, it's Filament PM, made in CZ. They make good shit in the Czech Republic. I know, I've fired a few of the CZ75s over the years. But I've got some translucent orange PETG, and that's what we're gonna use for the panels for this, because YOLO. Plus this machine can't print ABS, so So we're gonna do that. So let's see here. Let's standard. Let's change this to generic PTG. Okay. So others, we're gonna turn supports off because we don't need supports. Wait. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm looking at it, I'm like, good, they have these little. How's that gonna fit in there? Oh, it fits in the corners, I see. Okay. Cool. So we are going to print this with a brim because this thing is massive. And that don't work. Okay. Center. There we go. So it would take approximately 12 hours, 24 hours. So with the default PETG settings, which I wonder speeds and feeds with PETG here you go. You're looking at 24 hours because this is half the panels here. And I'm assuming these bridges are just to kind of keep this stabilized. I'm assuming that's what these bridges are. Is it to kind of keep it somewhat stabilized? Yeah, because that panel, ooh, that's a skinny boy. And then, oh, I can't share. Oh, can I open that in a preview? No, I can't do that. Download. I don't want to share the URL because I'll be a good boy. F11. There we go. Nope. F11. No. Oh. Whatever. Here you go. These are the panels. So we need some screws. I don't know what kind of screws. It doesn't say, but these are the panels. So there's a few different designs. I don't know which ones they're going to make public. There's like a Bambu Lab one that looks like it encloses it fully. I'm not going to enclose this fully. There's no point in closing this fully. I've got enough enclosed printers. Where this one is going to go, in case you haven't noticed, I've done a little bit of movement in this room because you can actually see switch wire back there. This is going to go take over where switch wire lived. This is going to take over where switch wire lived. I'm going to disconnect the filament run and I'm going to feed it with my rep box. And this is going to be my dedicated PLA machine going forward, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I do have the fan and the light, and maybe we'll do that tomorrow on the stream tomorrow. We'll see. Where's this one? Repair. Okay. Where is it? What is Lily? Lily.3mf. I'm just digging through their file right now that they sent me. Another company making a Bambu Lab clone. Yeah, I saw that and I laughed. There's a company it's not a Bambu Lab. Okay. Unless it is literally a one-to-one Bambu that's like copied, it's not a clone. Okay. It's an inspired by, like, for example, I really don't like calling the Dragon a mosquito clone. Not a single part is compatible between the two. They're not clones. They may infringe on a trademarked idea, but they're not clones. Okay. A clone implies it's a clone. It's a copy. It's not a copy. So The Bambu clone is literally just a printer that looks like this. Like it's directly inspired by, but it's not. So. And it is printing with a brim. So yeah, so the switch wire is because tomorrow I recorded some of it. I have to finish recording it. This weekend's video, hopefully Saturday, maybe Sunday. We're playing around. I needed a printer to use these on, but this weekend's video is these guys, these unfocused PCBs. There you go. So that's what we're playing. That's what this weekend's video is about. So you can also see the Rage Rabbit carrot feeder's not on it anymore. So this is going to go in the corner here so I can use the rep box for it. Is it die bond or die bond? It's die bond. Maker Meraki, switch wire, the one that makes the least sense. Yeah, but it's still a fun build, and I would argue the legacy, but open orders. I don't know when they're opening. Again, let's go over my entire conversation with Bambu. Hello, Nero 3D. Would you like to review the P1P? Here's some information about it. Why, yes, I would. Has your address changed from the last time we shipped you something? No, it has not. Great, here's the tracking number. Have fun with the printer, do what you want. That's pretty much it. So. Depreciating switch wire. I'm moving it because of lack of room in this room. And the fact that I'm redoing some of my setup here for the camera. I'm trying to basically only keep printers that I use regularly in this room. The switch wire is not one of those printers, unfortunately. So it's getting punted out. But I mean, technically Tallboy as well. Tallboy's been living under this bench for a year now. I haven't even turned it on. Oh, no, wait, I used him once, but. Oh. Had to think for a moment there. Okay, now it's doing the Bambu thing where it goes to the crazy high speeds. So let's move you up, and let's get you focused a bit better. Trigger video, control, turn off focus. There we go. Yeah, that works. Apply. Colin, thank you for becoming a member. Where's Gizmo? Hello. How you doing? What about SLA printers? What about them? What was I talking about? Oh, the SLA. The SLAs have their own bench over here. And as you can see, judging by the fact they're covered with prints and storage, I don't use them much either. What am I printing? We are printing, it's a Chelsea model, because I haven't printed a Chelsea model in a while. It's a dragon. Let's see here, thumb things. Because I already closed it off of the Slicer app. We are printing Ginger the Baby Dragon. So this is what we're printing. First print, we're not doing the boring white benchy with the default filament that comes with it. So we're using some Polymaker, which you can win, and the link in the description. And we're printing this. We're seeing how it handles supports. We're printing it at the full speed YOLO profile that the X1 uses, and we're gonna see how it comes out. So, thoughts on DLP? Valid if you're really into resin. I'm not a huge resin guy, so. Like, I might get back into resin a little bit more if I can get some of like the really, the good resin, because I've been, you know, I'm fiddling around with Tiny Whoops right now, and there's like canopies and designs and whatnot that make more sense to do in resin, because my Mobile 7 I took to the park yesterday, and I already got some battle damage. I've had to fix it with some good old E6000. So, also, I managed to kill a motor on my 3-inch. Good thing I had a spare. So hopefully, I think one of the streams in the next week or two will be rebuilding the 3-inch in the new frame. Hopefully, when it shows up. Yeah. I got a care package from LDO. I have those components. I've had those components for a while for the S1 upgrade. I'm not going to do it because I'm waiting on V0.2 to do basically, I'm going to tear apart the original V0 I have and rebuild it as a 0.2 and do some upgrades. Yeah, Jason's a good guy. Here, let's have some fun. Let's do the overhead again. There we go. So yeah, so because he's in chat here, we'll go back to my camera. Buy cheap webcams, because if you're somebody who prints things for internet points like Mars Gizmo, look at the camera he uses. He doesn't buy a good webcam. He uses a good camera, because a good webcam is still a shitty camera. So don't, is it making spaghetti? That's all you need to know with a webcam for monitoring your printer. So this one, I don't know how it works because it only does pictures. So does that mean you have to hit refresh to check it? Or is it like a 1 FPS slideshow? I don't know. I'll have to fiddle with that. I'll play with that next. But as I said on the beginning of the stream, I'm not trusting any of their network stuff right now. So we won't find that out anytime soon, unfortunately. PXN Merca gifted 1 community membership. Thank you. So. What about the lector kit? That is still sitting there and will be given away at some point once I figure out how to do it in a way that works. Any news on the visa I bought? I don't know for sure. I haven't talked to Vez in a bit. Hopefully it's happening. I don't know. We'll see. How's the noise level? It's loud. I've got a noise filter on right now. Let me disable that noise suppression and turn the compressor off and turn the music off. So this is unmessed with audio from it, standing this far away. It's a fast Core XY printer. It's gonna be loud, but it doesn't have TMCs. It has whatever they have instead. It's literally like MOSFETs. It's like some weird MOSFET setup. Somebody knows more about it than me, but it doesn't use drivers like we use. Like, it's not bad. It's not making the noise that the X1 makes because it doesn't have the panels. So you don't have the panels resonating constantly throughout the print. So it's actually a little bit, also, it doesn't have this hoovering the whole print. So right now the noise it's making is the same as any other fast Core XY. It's got a 50-15 part fan and 2 NEMA 17s cranking away. So it's going to be about as loud as an unenclosed Voron, really, with not great drivers. That's there you go. There we go. We'll go back to old reliable, the good old Polymaker box. Which filament is this anyways? Oh, more Polylite ABS. That's good. Wow. Jason, 20, cheers! Happy Thanksgiving. We are grateful to be part of this awesome community. Enjoy your holiday with Nero Stream. Thank you, Jason. Remember, I'm working today. It is not a holiday for me, although I'm going out for pizza after. And I just realized I am totally being the LTT shill today. I've got my LTT Jack flannel on, I've got the LTT dad hat, and I've got my LTT screwdriver. Jeez. Linus, why are you taking all my money? By the way, right now, on the LTT store, if you want the desk mat, they have the 1 meter by 0.7 meter one for like $6.99, and you can get like a free hat with it. if you also want to shill Linus Sebastian products. Tap stream when? Whenever there's a kit for it. I'm gonna wait till there's a kit to do it. That way you can follow along at home. Do you have the printer's webcam plugged in? If not, can you plug it in so we can see the quality? I do not have the webcam plugged in. The webcam is in the box for two reasons. One, this printer is a stock printer. I wanted to do this completely bare bones stock without like the fan upgrade, just to see how this is directly out of the box at its lowest configuration. Because in my opinion, printers that come in multiple configurations should be rated, or at least you should take a heavy look at the base configuration, because that's the base configuration, that's the default. So we're running this default. Two, go watch the beginning of the stream where I talked about a security flaw in Bambu's network right now. So I'm not connected to the network because everything that Bambu does for the printers requires the cloud to work. So even though I have the printer here and my computer right here, I cannot talk to these two devices, can't talk unless I connect to the Bambu cloud, which I'm hesitant to use right now until they fix the security issue. Camera doesn't affect the print itself. This is true, but I literally can't look at the camera because I'm not connected to their cloud. These machines cannot work. You cannot talk to these machines unless you're talking to the Bambu cloud. Any kind of advantage to the Voron tap? There's a whole live stream that goes into it, but basically it's a bed probe that's so accurate you can tell where the screws are in your rails from the slight defection it causes. Seems a closely. Yeah, don't knock it. That's exactly what this is. This is literally a Bambu X1 without stuff on it. So they could sell it at a cheaper price. So it doesn't come with the panels, it doesn't come with the camera, it doesn't come with the part cooling fan, or the curtain air fan. It doesn't come with the touchscreen. It doesn't come with the LiDAR. It basically, everything that it doesn't actually need to print isn't on it. And you can buy them as upgrades. So for example, if you're somebody like me who prints a lot of ABS, buy this base, throw an enclosure on it, you're good to go. Good to go. Don't need anything else. Personally, I think the LiDAR, which isn't really LiDAR, is very gimmicky, and I have it turned off half the time because it's more trouble than it's worth, and I don't notice any difference. So Annex K3 R1.1 spec kit by Honey Badger. I'll let you know when it shows up. Okay, so you want the enclosure. Okay, you ready? Hopefully I don't kill the power this time. I'm gonna make the internet meme joke thing. Okay, so clip this here. Okay, clip this here. Okay, ready? Hey you! Yes, you. Do you want to enclose your BambuLab P1P cheap and easily? I'm gonna show you how. When you buy this printer, it comes in a box. What you do is you take that box. Yeah. And you put it back over the printer. You put the printer in the box. You're done. Print ABS. You're good. Go. It doesn't fit with the spool holder. There you go. The spool holder makes it as wide as the box. So there you go. You want to print ABS on here? Just take the box the printer came in and put the printer back in the box. Yeah. Yeah. With the screen on and the spool holder, it's like a little bit bigger than the box. But yeah, there you go. Can I release that as a short? Yeah, we'll clip it. Anything to mess on the display? Let's take a look. Let's see here. Oop. I don't know how much further you can zoom in. Okay, let's see. So the screen dipped after a while. You got printing. I can pause it and stop it, which we're not going to do. Speed is at 100%. There's your temps. There's your estimated time, 3 hours and 24 minutes. And there's your progress bar. Down here is that. So we have our speed modifier. So we got silent, standard, sport, ludicrous. Normally when I run my Bambu, I run it at silent. So this is silent right now. Sport and ludicrous are too fast in my opinion. You get too many, it causes too many defects in the print. And then you have unload filament, fan on, off, light on, off, and AMS settings, I guess. Information here, account not logged in, I don't have the Wi-Fi set up. Factory reset, auto sleep, self-test, firmware, and then files. So, yeah. There you go. The silent mode is a less loud mode. Exactly. Here's the thing. Modes. They have it modes. It's just a percentage. Instead of running your print at, you know, oh, I could, you know, all it is. You ready? You ready? You ready? This is the patented modes. It's this. It's your speed slider. It defaults to 100. You can set it to 50, 100, 150, 200. That's all it is. They just renamed 50, 100, 150, 200 to modes. That's all it is. It doesn't change anything. It just speeds it up, slows it down a percentage. So, but marketing. Ooh, look at that. Rah. So, how fast do I typically run it? Depends on the printer. Normally, I recommend run your infill at whatever you can cap out your hot end at safely. So if your hot end is capable of extruding at 15 millimeters cubed a second, whatever speeds and feeds you need to do to get that, do it. Nobody sees infill. Do it quick. Save time. Modes don't change Excel. As far as I know, no. As far as I know, no. Because Excels are baked into the G code. And I don't know if it could speed that up. Why not run with good drivers? I don't know why it doesn't use drivers. This does not use drivers like we normally do. This uses basically like the what we had before drivers. It uses like some weird MOSFET arrangement thing to tell the stepper motors to move. So these aren't TMCs, for example. I'm not exactly sure the exact way it does it, but that's how it does it. Did I tell this machine to do something? No. Yeah, Clipper has acceleration settings, but you can set you can set your as far as I'm aware. I've never actually looked into it because I don't bother doing adjustments mid print. You could change your max Excel, and it'll set your max, but you can't adjust like, okay, my wall Excel is normally 3000. I can't bump that up or drop it during the print. It's just whatever my maximum Excel that a print can run out. I can drop that and it'll cap it, but I can't like adjust things on the fly. So it uses an H bridge. There you go. What's the highest speeds? You can push it as fast as this machine if you wanted to. It depends how well you built the machine and how well it's tuned and how solid the frame is in the motion system. There's no... Bed slingers have a bad name because a lot of bed slingers are cheap V-wheel bed slings. Cough, cough, creality. But not all bed slingers are bad. Cough, cough, switch wire. So you could do a good bed slinger. There is nothing wrong with a bed slinging motion system. It's just there's a lot of shitty ones out there. And we're kind of trained to think they're all bad when they're not. You can build good ones. There are very good CNC machines that move the bed. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you have to build the machine well. Oh yeah, and I got the LTT bottle. Damn it, Linus. You told me the bits would not come out of my LTT screwdriver, and they do. Yeah, a Prusa under clipper runs 100-200 millimeters a second with 4K XL. Yeah. My Saval SV06, it runs fast for a bed slinger. Prints fine. V-Minion. V-Minion, you can run a V-Minion fast. Prints fine. There's nothing wrong with a bed flinger. But a lot of people go, bed flingers, why is it a bed flinger? Go Core XY. You could build a much better or a much cheaper bed flinger than you can Core XY. Core XYs will always cost more than a bed flinger because there's more parts to it. There's more things that can go wrong. You have longer belts. It's harder to tune. It's harder to build. So you got to have an entire squared frame instead of just a T, essentially. There are pros and cons to every motion system. Core XY is not the perfect motion system. It just has a bunch of pros. There are cons to it. How much of this printer is made of plastic? Apparently I had an alley order show up today. What did I get? Oh, my pine sol or tip. The bottom plate is plastic and this front plate is plastic. This bottom plate down here, plastic. This is plastic. The cover on the tool head is plastic too. Actually, I think the whole tool head is plastic. That's about it. Motor mounts are injection molded nylon. I don't want to know how much the tooling costs because that's glass filled too. And glass filled is horrible for destroying those things. Is there a comparable small Core XY printer to a 410? Any DIY one that you want to build that small. I haven't really looked into it though. Someone made a fork of Bambu Studio called Soft Fever, which gives a lot more options like acceleration. It's basically giving back what Bambu hid. Edwin, yeah, just use Prusa Slicer. Bambu is forked off Prusa Slicer. There's a small YouTuber made one that's fully printed. I've looked at that. It's called the Rook, I think. I think I may have like enough spare parts to build one. Belt printer unboxing and setup. I don't have a belt printer. Somebody wants to send me one, I'll do it, but I don't have a belt printer. What are we at right now? Got like 500 people here, but not 500 likes. Remember, every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. If you want to win a spool of filament from Polymaker, you have to enter that. And hey, Christmas is coming. Spool of Polymaker makes a good gift for loved ones. And if you want to help support the channel, there's a link in the description. Doesn't cost you anything extra. So the camera is ribbon cable, so unfortunately you're not going to be reusing this. You can't use this camera for anything else. Yeah, it don't have any information. Actually, oh, of course not. It's one pig. It's bloody hell. Really, guys? It is one pin too big for the Raspberry Pi pin terminals. Like, I was gonna plug it into a Raspberry Pi Zero here, and that has clipper on it, and see if we could get a video off of it. But the ribbon cable is literally like ever so slightly too wide. So there goes that fun. Wingman, $10. Cheers. Do a build a Rook printers for ants for the win. Is it a printer for ant? Starting up my V0 for the first time. Temps are fluctuating 1 degree at idle. Any advice? Make sure you do your PID tune if you haven't done your PID tune. And then also, is it at the high end or at the low end? Temperature fluctuations aren't crazy abnormal. But yeah, do your PID tune first, because it shouldn't be changing too much. Yeah, I'm just checking my. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing a degree. Like mine normally fluctuate like, let's see here, like not even 0.1. Screen. There we go. Yeah, you're learning how much my like normal fluctuation is. Yeah. So yeah, do a PID tune. You also could have a bad extruder or a bad hey Calvin. Yeah, there's garbage in the way. Here, throw that over there.
At what?
You want to come say hi? Here, come here. Hey, what's this?
What's that?
What's that?
What's that?
That's a 3D printer.
Where's your daddy?
Huh?
Where's your daddy?
What is it doing?
Daddy.
Spaghetti?
Where's your daddy? Where's your?
Yeah, it's printing. What's it printing? What is that?
What's that?
What is it? Can you tell me? Oh, no touch. It's printing that. What is that?
What's that?
Hey?
That.
It's printing that. What is that?
That.
No, this. What is that?
Wagon.
It's a dragon. Yeah, it's printing a dragon. Yeah.
Wagon right there.
Yeah, that's another dragon. You want this dragon? You want to go take that one to mommy?
No. No.
No, do you want it?
No.
Hey, what are we doing for dinner tonight?
Wait.
Going for pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want pizza? Okay. Okay.
Take it, mommy.
Yeah, go take that to mommy.
And when I'm broken.
Yeah, that's broken.
Oh no.
Here you go. There you go. Trying to work here. Well, he's only in JK, so he's got a little bit of time before he's building printers. What are we at right now? 4:40. So we got 20 minutes. Anything else anyone wants me to go over? Oh, David's here. Everyone say hi, David. Try a Pi 3 or Pi 4. Plug the camera in it, has a connector, and the Pi 0 has a narrow connector. The problem is it's too big, I think. I got a Pi 3, Pi 3. So, like these are too big. Like there's the Pi. Like this is too big. Like this connector is too big, and the Pi 0 connector is too small. So it's like they picked it's a size that's not normal to Raspberry Pi, so it's not like an industry standard size. I can't just, you know, take this and plug it in and see if the camera works. So I don't know. Is there a website you can go to see how much this stuff is? Heard you saying earlier that Bambu Labs has issues with making parts underside. It's not a Bambu Lab specific part. It's a printing parts too fast specific thing. If you print it slow enough, you're fine. It's in their store. Okay, let's see how much this stuff is. So let's say, okay, you bought a Bambu Lab. Okay. So let's see, store. Let's go to the USA store because I'm assuming most of you are Americans. So, shop accessories. Okay, so X1 series and P1P. Okay. So, AMS hub, $59, cool. They don't have it. I don't see the camera. Okay, so this right here is $36. Oh, there's the camera. Okay. So $70 for a camera. This isn't the camera because this one's 1080p. So this isn't the camera for the P1P. What percentage info? I don't know, like 20%. It's whatever default is. We're just printing default settings. Wait on delivery. Chamber camera is $50. So it kind of sucked because they have a USB port and I don't want to connect it to the network because of I'm waiting on them to fix their security issue before I do that. But I'm going to try just plugging in a generic webcam and see if it picks it up. Too small parts. It's not too small, it's incorrect dimensioning. So there's a lot of like read through on thin parts and hole diameter was off when I printed it from this to this. Now it could be their slicer too. I don't know for sure. But literally something that I printed on my default settings and super slicer on my Voron had some issues on this. But it printed an hour quicker, so. Did anyone else see that Bambu Lab's traffic is clear text unencrypted? Yep. I spent like the first 10 minutes of the stream talking about it. It's Pi 0 minimum for Clipper. Are you looking to run a camera? If you're not running a camera, you can get away with the original Pi 0 with mainsail or fluid. But you can't run a camera and you can't do input shaper. The minimum now for new hardware, I would say, is the Pi 02. Pi 02 or 3B or better is what you really want, in my opinion. P1P or V01 kit? P1P. V0 is a fun little machine, but it's a little machine. It's 120 millimeters cubed. It's not, especially if you only get one printer, it's not the printer for you. It's a fun little desktop project build, secondary printer. It's good for that, but it's not a workhorse everyday driver. It's, you know, a quick little secondary printer, small little secondary printer. I am hungry. Will there be a V02? Yeah, it's already been announced. What's your take on the Manta CB1 combo? Cool if that's what you need. Did you break it already?
Yeah.
Okay, Dada will fix it. Okay, go to mommy. Daddy's got to fix this. What was I saying? Oh, Belzil, and thanks for the $6.99. Basically, here's the thing, okay? It's a 32-bit controller with TMCs. It's going to behave the same with Clipper as every other 32-bit controller with TMCs. If you're looking for the form factor, it's nice. But are you going to get any actual performance benefit out of it? No, there's no point. So if you're looking for an all-in-one combo that you could put the CM4 on it directly, yeah, it's a nice little board. But if you already have a machine that's running like an Octopus and a separate Raspberry Pi, you're going to see zero performance difference between the two. Okay, where is the E6000? Because that's what I got out right now. Make the thumbnail how to print ABS with P1P. Huh? I probably should have 3D looped this, oh well. Now we wait. 3 KP3. Okay, well that depends on what you're looking to do with your printer. Thank you for a shoot. Well, put it this way. We just used a Manta M8P on the salad fork build, and the CB1 board, is that what they call? Is it the CB1? The Raspberry Pi alternative that it came with. I had to get an updated version from them because the one I had, the Wi-Fi didn't work. So they sent me a CB2, but or the updated version, but I never ended up using it because somebody sent me a CM4. That's not what I want. Where am I? There I am. I'm gonna, nope, not that. Nope. There I am. I'm gonna go down in this corner. Whee! You ever check out the Inverter Quattro? It's decent. Never even heard of it. Salad fork versus 001. How much of print volume do you have? Here's my opinion. Okay, all the printers for ants, they're fun projects. Pick whichever one you think is shiny. Are they practical? No, none of them are, but they're fun projects. So pick whichever one you want to build. If you're looking for a practical printer, it's going to be bigger than a printer for ant printer. How do we feel about this guy? X1. It's an X1 with less part cooling and less parts. Prints exactly the same. That's pretty much it. Do you like an X1? Do you like the Bambu? Do you want a Bambu X1 or X1 Carbon, but you don't want to spend $1,000? Do you print PLA and PETG mostly? This machine's fine for you. Don't buy a Bambu machine if it's going to be in the same room with you all the time. It's a loud machine. This would be annoying as hell having in my room all day. So if you're a college student living in a dorm, or the printer, you're living at home and the printer has to be in your bedroom, get a Prusa or something. Get something quieter. This is too loud. But if you got a garage, shed, basement, and you're just looking for a Speed Demon PLA PETG machine, yeah, it's not a bad option. Hopefully they fix their network stuff, but no, I will not build a Voron for you. Is that glue? Or is that weld? I don't know. Keep hands free of moving parts. I'm trying to read this stupid thing, but it's moving. Keep hands clear of moving parts. Ah. You want to do a rat rig anytime? I have a V-Minion. Rat Rig reached out to me a while ago about doing a V-Core build, and I said yeah, and then they never talked. I never got anything back from them. So I don't know. And then I did email like, hey, I'm interested. And haven't heard anything. So Thanksgiving pizza? No, Thursday pizza. It's Thursday. I don't know what you guys think's going on. Tomorrow is Watch Americans Make Fools of Themselves at Walmart Day. I know what that is. Is it durable? I've had to replace the hot end. I have an upgraded toolhead board that needs to be swapped in, and I have a dead sensor in the bed, or a faulty sensor in the bed in mine. Full disclosure, those are the issues I've had with mine so far. I've got a faulty sensor in the bed that throws a warning or an error, and it leads to not perfect bed leveling, but it's close enough that I really don't care, but it throws an error. So if I had to pick a single machine for ABS ASA to replace an Ultimaker. Well, here's the thing. If you're looking for something to replace an Ultimaker, is this for personal or commercial? If it's commercial, it'd probably be another Ultimaker or something with support. I'm very hesitant to recommend DIY printers for business use. Permanent personal. Okay. Vorons print ABS. Very good then. Can listen how loud. I did it earlier in the stream, but I'll do it again here. Oop. Sorry guys, I blared the music for a second. Mute the music. And filters. Let me turn the filters off. Okay. So right now, this is no filters, no background music. There you go. X1Cs. The X1 is the loudest printer I currently own. This is probably the second loudest printer I currently own. These machines are not quiet, but speed has a price. Coaxial long belts. They're moving on idlers. There's a lot of motion. There's a lot of things moving. Speed has a price. There's a reason Prusa's are really quiet. They don't print that fast. And they got TMCs. This doesn't have TMCs. Am I going? Yeah, so I'm thinking tomorrow on the print and chill stream, we'll Bambu gets the double dip and we'll do the upgrades on this. We'll put the upgrades in, we'll see how it goes. And then we'll get the side panels printing, I think. So. Any PCB fans for Vorons that are not loud? What do you mean PCB fans? Like for the hot end? It's a 50-15 fan. You can buy good quality ones if you want. Think building, yeah, I don't build, I've had people offer decent money for me to build a printer for them, and I won't. I don't want to be, I like to think I build my printers well, but I don't want to be responsible if I mess something up and something happens with a printer I built. I'm very hesitant to do that. So it's not that I don't trust myself, it's just I'd rather not risk it. So yeah, I'm playing with it's a nice screwdriver. It doesn't have drivers. When I'm talking about bad drivers, it doesn't have drivers. It has MOSFETs and an H bridge, or whatever that means. So you're not getting TMCs or anything like that with this machine. You get a very torquey motion in your motors, but the downside of burr 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 burr. Orange don't ship well. I know. Ask anyone who shipped one to Earth or Murph. Ron, $10. Read my name. I am NOTBUILDINGAVORONFORYOU. I don't know why I have to approve this message. I like my little V01. V0s are fun. I like V0s. Ah. I goofed. I leaned on. Ah. I stabbed myself. I ripped some hair out. What's going on with this stream today? Just joining. How's it going? It's going over here, and then it's going over here, and now it's going over there, and now it's coming back over here. It's going fine. We took it apart, took a look under the hood. It's an X1 without half the stuff. Still prints fine. Doesn't have a fancy touchscreen. It's $300 cheaper. Ta-da! Do I eat a grub screw? Not yet. After stream. Fastest printer for TPU. Anything with a good direct drive setup. Motion system doesn't matter with TPU. You're not printing at any TPU. You're not printing anywhere near where the motion system comes into play. Any good printer with a good direct feed setup will print TPU fast. And by fast, it's, I don't know. I've never printed TPU fast. But printing TPU comes down to a good hot end and good extruder. Motion system don't matter. You would still like to know if Bambu Slicer has tree supports. Support on tree. Yes, Bambu has tree supports. Am I using them for this? No, because I just literally hit defaults and hit go. Vez 3D prints TPU fast. Well, that's probably a combination of his extruder and a hot end. Again, printing TPU fast is more a extruder and hot end thing than an actual machine thing. So I'm assuming the Vez 3D VZBot toolhead on any machine would print fast. Or that setup would print TPU fast on pretty much any machine. So. Like, I did some TPU printing on the Saval. All I did was just use the standard Prusa Mark III PLA profile, changed the temperatures, and just ran it at 50%. And it printed just fine. So. I'll put some TPU in this and see how it handles. Has a filament path of 20 millimeters. Yeah, because it's got 100 millimeters of hot end with the Goliath or whatever it's called. They found the X1 could print accurate circles. All one was thinking that might used to be a problem with pre-drivers. I've never checked it. It prints a cube fine. When printing overhangs and the edges curl up. It's a combination of things. It's basically when you're printing an overhang, and I actually went into this quite a bit on a previous stream, but basically you're printing on an overhang like this, and you're blasting the top with cooling from your part fan, and underneath you have your hot air from the bed. And filament, when it cools, it contracts, and the top is cooling faster than the bottom, and it's causing it to basically like peel up because the top is cooling more than the bottom. There we go. So yeah, you could print slower, less of an overhang, a bigger nozzle. I can't remember if bigger nozzle helps or bigger layer light lines help. It's been a while since I've actually looked into it. But you could print slower, more cooling, less heat. Also, a lot of slicers, like I know Kira has it, they actually have specific overhang settings where you can tell it to do specific things on overhangs of a certain degree. Also, what you can do is, somebody give me a number between 10 and 15. Number between 10 and 15, so we can do this giveaway, because I need to go get some food for the family. We're going for pizza. 10 and 15. 4, really? We'll go with 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Spin that wheel. Every stream we give away a spool filament from Polymaker. If you missed out your chance today, you'll get another chance tomorrow. The winner will get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out the form. You'll get your filament a couple days to a couple weeks. Morket. Morkret. Is that like Mork from Mork and Minty playing a paladin in World of Warcraft? Either way, congratulations. A winner is you. Let me grab your information here. There you are. Seem to be a real human. At least the emails around you look human. Okay. So we're going to call it there. I hope you enjoyed this little fun impromptu stream. What I will do is when this print finishes, I'll take some pictures of it. I'll put them on my Twitter at 3dpnero. Follow me there. I'll also post them to the Discord. Join the community Discord. Do this now. There is a link in the description. Every month we do community contests, and next month's contest is coming up fast. And also, if you are a Patreon supporter of the channel or a YouTube member, make sure you link your account so you get access to the super secret channel that nobody else knows about, because it's super secret. So we are going to call it there. I want to give a shout out to Bambu Lab for sending me this printer. Words and opinions are my own. They didn't ask for anything. They literally told me to do what I want with this. Initial opinions, it's fine. It's the Bambu with less parts and a cheaper price tag. If you primarily print PLA or PETG, this machine probably is a better option than the full-size X1, because not only does the enclosure add weight and cost, it also makes it loud AF. And you're going to take the door off, or you're going to open the door anytime you print PLA, and the door doesn't open 180. So you have this sticking out into your room the whole time if you're printing PLA. It's annoying. I bumped it I don't know how many times. There you go, Bambu. There's a suggestion for the next update. Make the door come off, or have the door open all the way around so that you can put it beside the printer. Well, no, you can't, because then you can't put it next to another printer. Either way, I don't like the door design on the Bambu. Okay, we'll call it there. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we gave away. For all those that donated to the channel, became members of the channel, or gifted memberships to others, I thank you. I would not be able to do the content I create and do the things I do without your continued support. You make it all possible. You're awesome. For everyone else, I hope you enjoyed the stream today. This was an impromptu Thursday stream. We'll be back tomorrow with our normal Friday stream at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. And we'll probably end up putting some of these goodies on here and trying this machine out tomorrow with some PETG. We gotta print some panels for it, because while I like the industrial look, this is literally raw stamped sheet metal. So we need to dress it up a bit. So I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy your Turkey Day for you Americans. For the rest of you, enjoy your Thursday. It's almost the weekend. Bye. 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 How do I? Bye.